Hey guys, it's your girl Tiffany Satchel, the 1111 coach, aka Mystique, and we are going to do a new moon in Capricorn spread. Okay, I've been praying and stuff today, and originally I wanted to do a devil card reading, but of course, like before I do the spread, I always do a reading on myself so I could see where I'm at individually, and I did not like it. I did not like that reading. Okay. I did not like it at all. And it was so funny because the bottom of the deck was the page of wands, like the card, like I was like, this is supposed to be a good message, this is supposed to be good news. It was not good news, and I guess that it is, because it actually shed light for me on my shadow side, and it let me know some of the things that I need to work on. And to be honest with you, I wasn't even aware of these things that that spread actually showed me. And I thought twice about it. I thought more than twice, and I said, do I really want to do this this reading for the collective right now? And I said, no, I don't. But what I will do is I'll do a new moon reading for you guys, and we'll actually do two spreads. We'll do one for the new moon and one to see how we can harness the energy. I haven't decided which deck that I want to use for that yet, so but we're gonna use the Queen of the Oracle Moon deck. I like this deck. I'm still learning it, so I'm gonna definitely probably be using the book, but I'm not sure. I think I want to use the After Tarot. I think that's the deck that I want to use to harness the energy. But and if I need to clarify, I'll probably use this deck right here, because I've been working with it. I really like this deck. This is the Gypsy Oracle. I really like this deck a lot. I've really been studying this deck as well. So I'll use this deck to clarify if I need to. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the new moon. All right. So now with a new moon transits into Capricorn, okay, it's a good time to, I'm just going to shuffle the cards, and we'll just talk about some of the things that we can do during this new moon. I don't do any rituals on the specific day of the new moon, because that's called like the black moon, and that's the time when the moon hasn't actually fully set into a sign. So that's just something for you to consider. If I know plenty of people who do their rituals specifically on the day of the new moon, but I don't. I usually wait maybe to like the day, at least the day after. So this is why I'm doing the reading with you guys right now. My hands are so ashy. I keep my hands stay in water when I'm at work, and I keep gloves on, so my hands be ashy. Oh gosh. All right. I could at least put some flour oil on them and moisturize them up a little bit for you guys, right? I don't have my lotion over here, but I don't like to put lotion on when I'm shuffling the cards like that anyway. It's okay. All right. So what was I talking about? I was talking about the new moon. And all right, I was talking about the black moon. Okay, so when the new moon phase for Capricorn comes about, it's a good time to make your intentions regarding your home and your career, because the World card, as you can see, right? The World card is Saturn energy, and Saturn energy speaks of your foundation, your responsibilities. It also speaks of restrictions that you might be facing, and also karma as well. Okay. The World card is a card of success, so it speaks about wealth, good fortune, opportunity, and healing. Okay. Now, the devil card is Capricorn energy, and we know Capricorn energy is about business and career. Um, um, also, leveling up, right? Because it's the sign of the goat, and the goat is always about progressing, moving up the mountain, right? So that's what the Capricorn energy itself is speaking of. Okay, speaking of, like, building. It's a building energy. It's a cardinal, and it's cardinal earth. All right, it's a building energy in the physical realm. Okay, so now when we speak of the devil card, okay, the devil card talks about our shadow side, right? And those negative things about ourselves, or those not so nice things about ourselves, right? That hold us back. It also speaks about maybe things that we overindulge in, materialism, just things that we have control over, but that we don't really want to stop. Okay. All right. So this is I'm starting a new spread. So this is position 1. This would be card number 2. Yeah, this is how this goes. Okay. Oh, they're popping right out right now. I'm just gonna let me get these cards out here. Move this up. Okay. Okay. So when I see the world card and the devil card together, it makes me think of handle your business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to, like, handle your business. It's time to, to get yourself together, to acknowledge the things that that are holding you back from being the best version of yourself, right? Taking accountability for those negative things, or those negative belief systems, and how they have been shaping your world. Okay, one more card. Oh, nice. All right, so this came out really, really fast. All right, so we have the blossoming card. When I see the word blossoming, I'm thinking that there is some growth and development that's coming up, that's going on. We also have the master number 33, and 33 is about being creative, right? This is mastering creativity. Okay. Becoming a master at of your own talents, of your own gifts. Okay. That's the flower moon. So let's look that up. Let me pull out the book. Let's look that up, and then we'll talk about the placements. We have gratitude, action. Let me go in order. It's gratitude, hunger, action, focus, and assessing. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, let me see. Can I make it smaller? Okay, there we go. I can make it smaller. All right. Okay. All right. And then we'll also, okay, so first let's look up the flowering moon. Oh, do you guys want to look at that card? As you can see, there's a woman on here, and she is playing her heart out on a fiddle or a violin or whatever, but she doesn't have, oh no. She doesn't have what is the thing called? The stick. I don't see the stick in her hand, but there's power going out of it. We need to read this card. Let's read that card. Oh, right behind it, we have master number 44. Wow. Okay. Hold up. Something is going on here. Okay, let's look this up. Do not give up. You have planned for this. Take no notice of what others think or say about you. Open and rise. Someone around you may be jealous of your success. Mark your victories. Oh, I joyfully blossom and I feel no fear. Oh man, this is like, it's not weird. I'm not surprised that we got this card. Because I did do a live video. I can't even, I could not upload the video that I did on the judgment card. So I had to go live and just, explain the spread. And I like to do the spreads, on the video, but it would not allow me to upload the video. I don't know what was going on with YouTube that day, but everyone's been saying that they have issues with YouTube. So, but I couldn't upload it, so I just went live and I just explained what I had. I just explained, the spread, and in that video, when I went back and I watched it, I was laughing because, I was just, talking off the top of my head, and it was funny because I was like, damn. There was some stuff that I just, that showed up in the reading, and I just spoke on it. And to see it, like, still in this new moon reading, it's saying people are going to be jealous of you. Like, this is obviously saying that the work that you have been putting out. Where's my wand? My word is my wand, but where's my wand? Okay. The work that you have been doing, right? You've been successful. You've been successful in whatever that you have been focused on, and in your career, right? You've been successful in it, right? And now you're getting ready to see the fruits of your labor, and people around you are just jealous. And why? Because they probably have not been working as hard as you, right? Or if they have felt like they've been working hard, they just probably haven't reached critical mass. They haven't put in their 10,000 hours yet. There's still some things that some cycles that they need to complete, some lessons that they need to learn before they can experience the same level of success that you're getting ready to experience. But they're not being mature about it. They're they are committed to being against you and feeling like your success is negatively affecting their life. And I don't even understand how someone could think like that. Like, that's like not even in my youngest stages, age-wise, spiritually, maturity, did I ever think like that? Like, look at the success of someone else and think and feel like, oh, they're successful, they're holding me back. How could someone else's success get in your way? That doesn't make any sense. That means that you need to work harder. That means that you need to study harder. That means that you need to practice harder. That means that you need to put in more and put more effort into it, more time into it. I don't know. I mean, you should probably have a conversation with the person that you're feeling these emotions towards or about, if you can, so that you can figure out how you can get to their level or ask questions. I mean, I don't know. People are like retarded to me, man. I just don't understand that. I don't want to understand it. I don't want to. All right. So that's the middle. All right. So this is what's going on with us right now. Okay. Now the first placement is where we are collectively right now. So where we're at right now is that we're in a state of appreciation. It says last quarter moon. Oh, wow. So during the last quarter moon, that is the last quarter moon is the waxing crescent moon. That is called the balsamic moon. That is when we are asked to surrender, to rest and recuperate. Okay. And it's about it's a time of emptying yourself. So I don't even have to look that card up. All right. Things are changing. We got the 2023 up there. That breaks down to Mars energy. I use the tree of life from my numerology. Master, of course, double digits I don't break down. It's just like, for me, I would just see that number doubled in power. So like 3 corresponds to the 3 on the tree of life, which is also in tarot would be an Empress card. All right, so this is about you being abundant. This is about you being in a state of growth, right? You're in a state of fertility and a receptive. We're right now we're in a receiving. This is about us being in a receptive mode. Okay, so where we are right now, right? Because like I said, right, we're in a black moon, right? We're still in a black moon. So the new moon hasn't fully phased in yet. So we're still in a state of gratitude and appreciation from the information that we had gathered from the full moon. What was the last full moon? The last full moon was in Cancer. The harvest that we, all right, yeah. So we're still in appreciation for the harvest that we experience from the full moon in Capricorn. And I mean the full moon in Cancer. I'm speaking fast. Slow down, little one. Okay. Why are you so excited? I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm probably excited because I haven't been doing videos lately, and I finally feel it's like like I mentioned before, I had to like make a lot of changes in my life, and I had to make a lot of changes, a lot of adjustments. I had to isolate myself so that I can get back focused, because things were starting to get like chaotic for no reason, you know. So I was like, oh, it's time for me to, you know, close my doors, isolate myself a little bit so I can get back focused, because I had too many too many things pulling on my energy. And I was like, what the hell is this? Like, and I wasn't benefiting. So it's one thing, you know, to be sharing yourself, you know, and feeling that sense of community, you know, like you're giving, you're receiving, you're giving, you're receiving. I wasn't experiencing that. I was like, you know, experiencing just people taking, coming to get, and all my attention on everyone else. And it's like, wait a minute. I'm not going to be able to do any of this if I'm not focused on myself. I need to be the center of my world. And it seemed like there was like too many things, like, you know, saying, look over here, pay me attention, give me love. And I was just like, wait, I'm not responsible for any of that. That's not what I'm responsible for. So one thing that I did notice in my devil card reading was that the question that it asked was, what is Ari in my life? And I used the tarot deck, the before tarot deck, and it was my empire. It was the emperor card, and it's like my authority. It's like, here I am stepping into a leadership role, or basically, establishing my foundation, and things is going chaotic. Like, why? Because I wasn't focused on myself, because I was letting other people and other other circumstances distract me from me. No, we stopped that. All right. So now we're in a state of gratitude, even collectively, right? We're in a state of gratitude, a state of appreciation for what we have attracted. Okay. All that we have right now, last quarter moon. Okay. So now the next one is, now we have the wolf moon. Okay. And this is hunger. That breaks down to an 11. I like that number, right? Because that's, for me, that's following. So now we're following our intuition, right? That's like the magician, right? Double time, right? So we're like really, we've amped up our magic. All right. That's also what the world talks about, right? The world card talks about really like leveling up, right? So we've leveled up magically. We've leveled up spiritually. Okay, let's see what this wolf moon, but this is what I'm getting from it, just from the numerology alone. Okay, we're starting to be intentional about what it is that we desire, how it is that we desire for our lives to look. Okay, and precisely where we want our lives to be headed as well. Okay, I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, let's see. 29. Okay. It says, feed the good and hope within you. There will always... Oh, can you guys see that? Okay. Let me see. Okay. Feed the good and hope within you. There will always be a lean part of the cycle. Prosperity will come. Do not let your hunger blindly dictate your actions entirely. I recognize all that I hunger for. Okay, so this is saying, what is blocking me from growing? What do I need to leave behind? Okay, so what I'm feeling is impatient, about being impatient. Cause it's like you're like, I'm like it's like you're hungering for something. It's like like your animalistic desires, right? That would be like on the devil card, your animalistic desires, right? This thing that is making you not act accordingly, like almost like be like aggressive and impatient, because it's like, I want this now. I have to have this. I deserve this, or not even I deserve it. It's I'm entitled to this. So entitlement, that is what's blocking you from growing, instead of being patient and following your intuition, trying to take things into your own hands and not allowing things to unfold naturally, not allowing yourself to co-create with the universe, but going against the will of the divine one and pushing your will, saying, no, my will be done. And it's not your will that's done. It's your will and the divine coming together, so that you co-create your desire, but being subjected to the will of the divine one, meaning that you're doing what is right. You're following your intuition. Okay. You're not abusing your authority. You're not mishandling your resources either, because then you won't be in this state of, I gotta have now, or I feel entitled. If we are handling our resources properly, then we will always be in a state of contentment. So if you're not content with, like, it's your empire, right? Like your life and your home, like the way that you live, if you're an adult, right? Now, if you're a child or teenager, or maybe even if you're still a young adult and you're living in your parents' house because you're still in college, you kind of don't have control over your environment. However, like, you're taking care of yourself, or even if you have a roommate, you have control over your environment and how your life looks and the direction that your life is headed. So if you're feeling impatient then about, or upset or dissatisfied with the way that your world is looking, that's solely your responsibility. That's not someone else's responsibility. So your urgency is not your urgency of to progress or to attain something could actually begin to block you. It's blocking you because you're rushing. And you're supposed to be in this state of receptivity. And the Empress is patient. She could be stern. She could be assertive, but she's patient. She's focused. She's enthusiastic. She's happy. But she's patient. Okay. So now we're going to go to 3. What knowledge do I need to gain to aid in the cultivation of my intentions? And we have the waxing gibbous action. Okay. So the waxing gibbous phase is usually the time when we refine and hone in on our observations, right? So it's like we set our intentions and now we're kind of like fine tuning, right? So we're saying, okay, I want this car. Now I need to make sure that my license is good, right? I want this new car. Let me make sure that I don't have any tickets or anything that's, that would cause issues with me getting the car insured. Let me make sure that my credit is up to par, right? If I'm going to get a brand new car, or let me make sure that I have a decent amount of money for a down payment, or let me see how much money that I specifically have, because I know that I want to go get this car. I don't want to get a car note, so I have this amount of money to spend, and now let me decide what color do I want, and what type of car that I want, and what is an absolute no. Right? Like, what year do I want? Like, what is the maximum year that I want? That's something that I did, when I got my car. I was like, I'm not getting an old car. And it was like, for like, so many times, for like a year. It took me like a year to like really like manifest that car. And it's so funny because it's so funny because when I opened up my notebook, which is on my iPad, I opened up my notebook to Capricorn season, right? And guess what popped out? The car. And I was like, wow. I was like, it's 2024 now. It said 2000, yeah. And 2000, so January 2021 is when I wrote the intention statement for the car. And then January 2022 is when I really I put the picture in there, because I just said, well, I wanted to get a car, but there was other things that I was focused on at that time, right, in 2021. And in 2022 I actually picked out a picture and I said I wanted a black Tesla. And I said I wanted at that time it was a 2022, so I was like, well, I'm going for it. I don't want an old car. Like, I'm not the type of person that could have like an old car, because I'm not good with understanding maintenance, car maintenance and stuff. So I need something that, that's not going to be breaking down on me and stuff, even though now with my car, I make sure I get my oil changes. I follow the the Geico app, and get your tires checked at this time, get your brakes checked at I follow it to a T. And my boyfriend, he laughs and he's like, I've never seen anybody like you when it comes to their car. He's like, you're like clockwork. You're like, oh, this I have this amount of time and I have to go get this check. I have this amount of time to have to. And he's like, there's nothing wrong with it. And he's like, every time that he takes it to the mechanic's like, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm like, yeah, but it says to check it. And it's just like, he's just like, man, he's like, you lucky you got me. He's like, because people would be taking advantage of you. They'd be trying to take your money. You being there and there. I'm like, I gotta make sure that I keep the maintenance up on my car, because I drive a lot. I travel for work and I never know specifically where I'm going to have to go, So I can't, I can't be having car issues. So I'm going to make sure that I stay up on my car, So yeah. So this is about taking action. This is the number 6. So the number 6 is taking action, following your heart, allowing your that's the sun on the tree of life. Okay. That is about number 6. I'm trying to think about it in relation to action. I guess like the sun would in action, I guess that it would, like, your heart would keep like if you're following your heart, that would keep you at a specific momentum to build whatever it is that's blossoming, right? That would keep you at a specific momentum, I guess. Let's read it. We got this number 15. Number 15 is in alignment with, hold up, isn't that the devil card? Oh, this is about persevering, because the devil card is a persevering, is Capricorn energy. This is Capricorn energy. All right, so this is a devil card. Capricorn, this is about building, persevering. Yeah, that's right. That's right. The momentum to build. Waxing gibbous. Oh, I just love the way that these cards just like flow. How the the symbolism is so similar. I guess that when they were creating the card, that was the intention that they brought into it. All right, the time has come to take action. Let go of your paralysis. Let go of your burden step by step. I'm responsive and ready to take action. Sometimes we are afraid to move forward. This is natural. Change can be difficult. And if we have been hurt or have failed before, we are anxious about what may happen if we instigate change. Maybe we think it's easier and safer to just tread some water for a while instead of taking joyful action towards the things we truly desire, which comes from our heart, which that's his number 6. That breaks down to the 6, following your heart. I'm gonna do a breakdown of the triad of the of the tarot cards, like how the sun card, is it the sun? No, it's not the sun. 6 is the Lover's card, I think, right? I think 6 is the Lover's card because 7 is the Chariot. Okay, so it's interesting how you have the breakdown would be the Lovers, the Devil card, and then how does it go? Hold up, I have it in my notes. I'm gonna do a breakdown of that, how those cards, how like the story that it tells, and how the symbolism, like, I'm gonna my mind is not there, so I'm having trouble to explaining it, but I'm gonna make a video on that so that you guys can see that, and that'll help you. That will help you with co-creating with the divine, okay, with mastering aligning your will with the divine will, instead of experiencing miscreations because you weren't aligned, because you didn't align your vision with the vision of the divine one for your life, right? So it's like there's many things that we can, right? We're in a position where we could create whatever it is that we want, right? But we have to co-create with the divine to do that. We can't take it upon ourselves to go through the back door and do it in a way where we go against the will of the divine. So I'm going to talk about that in another video. Okay. Let me see. Such as writing a book, undertaking study, accepting a new job, or seeking a better relationship. We balk, we freeze, we do not take the steps we could. And so we remain stagnant. We don't grow. This moon phase encourages us to embrace action. Action is part of our humanity. We are not made to hide and refuse to blossom. Okay. All right. So now let's go to number 4. This video is way longer than I wanted it to be too. That's crazy. All right. It's already 35 minutes in. I was hoping this would be 10 minutes. Harnessing the energy would be 10 minutes. But I don't know how to do 10-minute vids, guys. So, sorry. All right. All right. So now let's see. Oh, we got 1, 2 5s here. Interesting. Okay. There's a lot of Mars energy on the board. That's what I'm saying. Mars energy. Got 9. Got 3. Okay. So what did I do? This was what intention should I set in order for me to grow? And the intention that you need to set, like I said, take action. Like I said, make set a plan. Make up a plan. You know, what action can you take right now that would bring you closer towards whatever your goal was, whatever your list of goals are, right? What action can you take? What's the thing that you could do right now in this moment or accomplish within the next 24 hours so that would bring you closer towards attracting your goal to you or accomplishing your goal? Okay, so now we're going to number 4, which is focus. Waxing gibbous 5. So this is 6, this is 5. Focus. Okay, so this is what knowledge do I need to gain to aid in the cultivation of my intentions? What knowledge do I need to gain? And it says focus. And this is right before the waxing gibbous 6. Focus. You must focus on the task at hand right now. Yeah, that's right. No distractions. So what before I read all of this, right, I'm going to definitely say, yes, focus. So your ability to focus is in direct proportion to how much distractions that you have in your life. So the least distractions that you have, the better or the easier, should I say, it'll be for you to focus. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, right? So I feel what I'm feeling intuitively is that some of us in this collective need to eliminate some distractions. Okay, so that we can focus better. Yeah, and that'll help us to cultivate our intentions, because if you can right, so if those distractions aren't there, then you'll have more time to focus on what it is, what actions that you need to take. If you have all of these different distractions going on in your life, then you're not going to be able to focus and get and receive the downloads, or you won't even be able to notice the opportunities that may open up because you have so much distractions. You know, if you got too many, that's why this is just like what I mentioned in the beginning of this video, you know, how I had to eliminate, you know, some things that were going on in my life. I had to tighten the belt. I had to say, okay, you know what? I'm focused on myself right now. I need to eliminate some things. Some things just gotta go. They're gonna have to, it either has to go or it's gonna have to go on the back burner. I'm gonna need a break right now. I'm not gonna be able to be committed to this particular thing anymore. You know what I mean? I can't give my attention that way anymore, you know, because it was holding me back. It was not only was some of these things holding me back, some of these things was draining me. It was completely draining me. And I'm, you know, I'm not, you know, that I'm not that, I don't have that kind of personality. You know, like I've gotten older and I'm less tolerant of things that that I feel that hold me back. Like if something, person, place, a thing, friend or foe, blood or no, if I feel like someone, something is holding me back, I don't care. I'm not it gotta go. Anything that disturbs my peace, it gotta go. I'm like getting older now. I'm getting closer to retirement. You know, I don't want to retire when I'm 62, 65. I want to retire young like my dad. My dad retired before he was 60 years old. He had more than enough money. He already had enough money. He didn't need to work like that anymore. I know he didn't want to retire. He was forced to, but he was in a position financially where he could. And I want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to retire before I'm 60. You know, my boyfriend retired before he, you know, before he's not 60 yet, but you know, he's already retired. He does things that he want to do. You know, if he doesn't want to do something, he doesn't do it. It's like, you know what? I want to go do this. I want to go do that. He does what he wants to do. Like, that's how I want to live my life. And I'm like, shoot, I'm close to maybe within the next 10 years, I could say, you know what, I'm only doing what I want to do. I don't want to do that today, so I'm not doing it. That's where I'm, you know, the next 10 years, that's where I'm focused at, you know. So okay, now let me finish. She said, you must focus on the task at hand right now. There is no room for a scattergun approach. Put on the blinkers. That's right. There you go. Put on the blinkers. Friend of foe, blood or no. It gotta go. Anything that is distracting you from where, you know, distracting you, holding you back. What I'm saying is it needs to be a fair exchange of energy. It needs to be fair. All right. So the same amount of energy that you're, whatever amount, and I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say same. What I'm going to say is it should be balanced, because it's not going to always be the same, but there should be balance. It should be harmony. You should not be giving out more energy to anything on a consistent basis and not getting anything back. You should be getting something back, even if it's slow and subtle. So you got to look at where you are expending your energy to, right? Where are you, casting your attention? Where are you projecting your energy out to, right? Because the energy that you get out is the energy that you're supposed to get back, right? You're going to get that back. If you're giving out all your good energy to someone, and then when you need it, you go to them and they just like, well, I ain't got it. But you done fed them, you done watered them, you done nurtured them. You know what I mean? You done help them get to where they, you know what I mean? Help them, stay afloat. But they can't help you stay afloat. You know what I mean? And now you're in need and you can't go to them. That's not a good place to invest your time, your energy, your time and your energy right now. Whatever is going on over there, either you need to give that situation some time so that it can grow and develop on its own to the point where it can engage with you in a fair way, right? Or you need to just build yourself up, get yourself strong, so that then when you rendezvous with that specific person or situation, whatever it is, like if you, let's say for instance, like like you're used to taking your nieces and nephews every freaking weekend, and yes, it's very fulfilling, and satisfying, like you get to see your nieces and your nephews every weekend, but now it's draining your pockets, and you know you need to get your money back up, you know, and your house is a mess, you know, because the kids are always over there, you know, every weekend, and you know by the time they leave, you know, you're exhausted because you know so you're exhausted, so you know you can't get everything back in order, so your house is kind of is in a disarray for the whole week, you know, and then by the time you get the energy to get everything back in order, they're back again, you know what I'm saying? So you know you need to have moderation there. It's like, okay, maybe I won't take you guys every weekend, maybe it'll be once or twice a month, or maybe every other month, you know. So that's what I feel, and that, you know, that's how I feel. Put on the blinkers and do not listen to gossip or negative people. If you make a mistake, it is your mistake to make. Do not waste your focus. Do not split your attention into too many pieces. I have a laser-like focus that serves me well. Oh, I like this. Yeah, it's really, I mean, this is like so in alignment for me. I don't know how you guys feel. I don't even need to clarify. Maybe on the next one for harnessing the energy, we'll need to do some clarifiers. All right, so now let's do the last one. Damn, it's already 45 minutes. I talk too much, guys, don't I? I talk too much. All right. All right, so what positive energy will emerge during this phase? That's this placement right here. And we have assessing. First quarter moon. This is also about, the first quarter moon is about taking action. So what positive energy will emerge during this phase? And it says assessing. That sounds like Virgo energy. And we have a 9. That sounds like Virgo energy, doesn't it? Assessing. She has a telescope. She's looking out. She's on, looks like a blimp, right? A balloon blimp. She has a telescope. It's like she's looking ahead. So she's headed in the direction. She's looking ahead. She's, this is like a navigation technique, right? It's like, okay, I'm headed in this direction. Let me look ahead before I actually venture into that part. I know I want to go that direction, but let me see what's over there before I go. Assessing. All right, so now let's look it up. And that's a number 9. That looks like, when I see assessing and I see the number 9, I immediately think of the 9 of Pentacles, right? Because she was the one, the 9 of Pentacles is the independent, self-sufficient, self-reliant entrepreneur person, right? This is the person that worked really, really hard, that made a lot of sacrifices, right? That put in their 10,000 hours, right? To acquire this business, right? To acquire this business or this lifestyle that they are satisfied with, that completely supports them, so that they don't have to ask anyone for anything. She's a freaking boss, or he's a boss. That's boss energy. This is a leadership quality. Someone who says, all right, we're headed in this direction. Let me develop a plan. Let me plan out. Let me make a plan so that if anything occurs, we'll know what to do. We won't have any surprises. And if there are some surprises, you know, we'll figure it out, you know. First quarter moon, assessing. It is time to assess your current position. You must make sure your blind spots are revealed. Ha-ha! This is why we do tarot, right? This is why we do tarot, so that our blind spots are revealed. And that you are honest with others and yourself. Sometimes the hard decision is the best decision. You should be able to assess and move quickly based on that assessment. I'm enjoying moving and choosing. Moving and choosing. Choosy lover. All right. Do I need to clarify anything? No, I don't. But I'm going to clarify the first quarter moon because this first quarter moon, is probably, I think it occurs in about 3 weeks. And it's right before the waxing gibbous. So we're going to have we have the new moon, and then the waxing crescent moon would be the time that we actually perform our magic, do our rituals, whatever it is. And then the first quarter moon is when we take action. So that would be after you perform your new moon ritual, right? So first we have the new moon phase, right? And I suggest that before you do any manifestation ritual or any type of magical procedure, right, that you do a divination. This is the time that you do your divination. All right. So you already know what it is that you want to attract into your life, right, during this moon phase, right? If not, you should be figuring it out right now. After you have decided what it is that you want to be, do, have, create, attract, whatever it is, right? Do a divination on it so that you can see how it's going to look for you, right? So this is revealing the blind spots, okay? All right, so can I get some clarity on what positive energy will emerge during this phase? Can I get energy on the assessing card? Okay, here we are. Someone's going to be in despair about the help that you're receiving to build this foundation. It's going to make other people sick. So what you're going to see is all these jealous people. You're going to see all of these jealous people. You're going to see people being sick. People are going to be in despair because of what you're building and how it's coming about. The help that you're getting. So it's going to be the help from the universe. People are going to be in bad, people are going to be negative. It's going to affect other people negatively, but that's their fault. It's not your fault. So you're building this foundation. You're receiving the support that you need. You're receiving help, right? Basically, the universe is catering to you, all right? Helping you to assess a plan to reinforce your foundation. And it's going to put people in bad health. It's going to put people in, they're going to be literally sick in despair. They're going to be really upset with with how things are coming together for you. Oh, that is so bad, yo. That's so bad. And they're going to be mourning. And if these people were close to you, that's just probably the people that aren't close to you. People that are just watching you. There's going to be people that are actually going to be watching you, that know you, and they're going to be wishing and hoping and reminiscing about you before you leveled up. They're going to just be sitting, they're not going to be fucking happy for you. They're not happy that you grew. They're not happy that you changed. They're not happy. They're just not happy that you improved your life. They are not. They're not happy for you. And that's so bad, yo. That's so bad. That's so bad. I feel sorry for them a little bit. A little bit, I do. But not really. Not really. Because what the freak do they care how I'm building my foundation? Why do they care? All right. So this spread is all about how to harness the energy of the new moon. Okay. We, like I said, so we have the ability to manifest. Okay. Anything that we wish. Damn, I should have took a picture. of that spread. Oh, I don't need to have a picture. I could just go back in the video and take a picture of the screen. I forgot. Okay. This spread is going to help you to remove any blockages that may be in your path so that you are equipped to harness the energy. And it's going to help you to determine what your whether your intentions for this cycle need to be tweaked as well. All right, that's what I'm hoping that I can help you to come to that conclusion with this harnessing the energy. All right, so we're gonna plant the seeds together. All right, with the universe. Right, we're co-creating with the universe and trusting that it will aid us in the best way possible. I guess that's letting me know that that's the end. All right, so it looks like that someone is releasing some burdens, right? We're releasing some burdens now with this 10 of Wands. See? We said we dropped everything. We're like, you know what? I'm inspired now. I'm inspired. See how this person is holding on to this wand? They're like, you know what? I know I have everything that I need. I'm going to take this one wand. I'm letting everything go. Just like I said, I'm focusing now. You know what? I'm dropping all this other shit. I'm dropping the distractions. I'm dropping everything that I feel that I don't need. I'm letting it go right now. And I'm moving forward. I know what I need. And I'm taking this one thing and everything else gotta go. This is all I need. Just one wand. This one gift. This one talent. And this other stuff is burdens. This is all distractions. This stuff is holding me back. It's weighing me down. It's slowing me down. All right. So let's see. The first position is how open is the collective to receiving this new moon energy? How open is the collective to receiving this new moon energy? Okay, here we go. 4 wands. You're very open. You guys are very open. You guys are very open. You guys are very balanced. You guys are like, wait. You guys are like, wait a minute. I'm ready to build. All right. And you know what? You're paying attention to details. That's how open. Like, you're so open that, you know what? I'm paying attention to the details. You're paying attention to the details. You're following all the rules. You're dotting all the I's. You're crossing all the T's. You're paying attention to your blind spot. Beautiful. So what might be blocking the energy from reaching the collective? What might be blocking the energy from reaching the collective? Because they're open. They're definitely open. They're paying attention to detail. Oh, let's see. Ooh. So this is what's closing out the cycle. Successfully going. All right. So successfully closing the cycle. All right. So this is something that showed up in my devil card reading. I had the world card upright, and then this what made me. I wanted to just stop doing the reading after I saw this. Where's my other dice? Oh no! What did I do with my dice? I'm missing one. I got too much stuff on my bed then. What happened? I gotta find that other one. I'm gonna do a dice reading. I've got my dice out because I want to do a dice reading on the short. So I think I'm gonna start doing dice readings. I'm gonna start doing live dice readings because those are pretty quick. So I think I'm gonna start doing those live for free. I haven't decided yet. So if you see anyone doing it right now, then you know. I didn't copy off of them. I just decided. I don't see, here we go, right here. I don't see anyone doing dice readings that often. They don't show up on my feed. So but I'm gonna start doing dice readings. Oh, it's still up there. Now look, let me show you, right? right before I, it's still the same thing is up there. So this is what I had, right? I had Saturn, Aquarius, and 6, right? So now 6 is basically, that's Virgo energy, right? That's the 6th house. The 6th house is about work, your home, which was interesting, right?